what do you do for a living?
I'm a personal trainer and I'm a group exercise fitness instructor. Well, it's been 20 years this year. So I loved exercise. I was not an exercise person at all through high school, grade school, high school, college, no exercise at all. My family was not sporty. It comes down to, I had a boyfriend, honestly, when I was 24, who I went to the gym with him and loved it, loved working out. So it just kind of became a natural. So I was doing other careers. I have a master's in psychology, so I was doing counseling for the county, but I wanted to do eating disorder counseling. It turned into grief counseling, which, as you can imagine, is really, really, it's heavy. You don't want to do it for long term because it's very depressing. So I was running, groups for little kids and adults, all grief counseling. So then I also was doing marketing in companies in high tech, and at that time, 20 years ago, there has been several, like there is now, there's layoffs. It was during one of those layoffs, and I decided, and actually my boss at the current company I was in said, why don't you become a trainer? You love to exercise. So I did. I got my certifications, and I totally switched careers 20 years ago this year. That's challenging, and I have a ritual before every, so let me just divvy this up. Training people, they're doing the exercise. I'm physically standing there, or I'm demonstrating something, but I'm not exercising with you. I'm physically showing you how to do a push-up. Then, okay, now you do 20 push-ups, and I will watch you and make sure your form's good. When I'm teaching, I'm physically doing the workout, and they are keeping up with me. So that's more hard to be motivated for, because if you, like any job, you don't feel like going to work some days, I don't feel like working out. And especially with this rainy weather we've had, like no one wants to work out. They want to sit at home on the sofa, and I'm the one like, no, let's get going. So I try to every day before my classes, I try to, when I'm using the bathroom before, which is like the bathroom run, I say, okay, give me some energy. My energy goes to these people. If I don't have energy, they don't have energy. I have to, even if I'm feeling miserable and unhappy, I have to play it like, it's like, think of a role on stage. It doesn't matter how you feel, you're doing your role. Like once I put my microphone on, the music starts, it's a role I'm playing. And I have to be a big personality and like throw it out there, because if you say crazy things, they love it and they want to come back and they listen to you, versus if you're boring. Now training my clients is different because it's one-on-one, and they automatically get your full attention because it's one-on-one, and you get to know everybody so well, like like their anniversaries and divorces and their sicknesses and their kids, and so much about them. You don't have to have as much motivation. And then honestly, monetarily, like I know if I trained my client this morning for that amount of money, that's directly goes to maybe the hair appointment I want next week.
Where do you do your normal sessions?
I either go to people's homes, pre-pandemic, completely in people's homes, and only one or two would be around my apartment. Now, when the pandemic hit, luckily most of my clients were able at the time to go online and go to Zoom, or I actually use FaceTime and Google Meet more often than Zoom. And so I'd say now, after the pandemic is 3 years later, I probably have 75% that are in person, 25% that are still on the computer. So if I'm doing computer, I sit either here, or if my back is feeling bad, I'll sit at my kitchen table because the chair is better. Otherwise, I still go to people's homes, and I do a couple different gyms. I go to the local YMCA and I'll train people there. And when I do that, I'm getting paid by the Y. When I train here, I'm self-employed.